So I will stop speaking because we have these wonderful, wonderful speakers, and I just wanted to give you a background on which to listen to them. And our very first speaker is Maggy Hurchalla. Most of you know her. As I said, she was county commissioner from 1974 to 1994. She was considered the principal author of the comprehensive plan. She was involved in the 4-story limit and all the other protections that we hold near and dear. She's had so many awards that it would take me the rest of the afternoon to list, which is true of all the speakers. So if you want resumes on these speakers, get hold of me. I will get them to you, but there'll be several pages for me to send to you. So, Maggy Hurchalla.
First of all, Donna forgot to thank the most important person of all. This wouldn't be happening without Donna Melser.
Yes.
What she has brought in time and determination and the courage to put up with being the point man for every insult they can think of to fling at environmentalists. She deserves our eternal gratitude. And when you see letters to the editor, send an answering letter like Tommy did saying, no, this is the good gal, not the bad guy. In the last presidential election, a national news anchor was interviewing voters in West Virginia to see what they thought about candidates. And much furore had recently been created over the fact that Obama was a community organizer. The newsman asked a pleasant-looking middle-aged lady about her politics, and she told him that she was basically conservative and she usually voted Republican. Expecting a partisan answer, he asked, "Did you know that Obama was a community organizer?" She gave him a steely-eyed look and said, "I am a community organizer." It turned out that she'd helped organize a community garden in Little Harding and was proud of it. I realize that most of you are Republicans and most voters in Martin County are Republicans, but I want you to know that that should not keep you from being community organizers, because that's what we all need to become now. Not next year, not when the elections begin to heat up, now. Each of us is going to have to become an independent organizing force to work for good growth management and environmental protection. It needs to be done apart from political parties and personalities as a comprehensive educational effort. The 2012 election will be a battle for the soul of Martin County. There are now 2 good guys on the county commission, Sarah Bird and Ed Field. Their terms last till 2014. The 3 boys are up in 2014. If the developers lose just 1 of those 3 seats, they lose Martin County. There's every reason to think that the Gang of 3 is not popular. They've presided over huge tax increases. They sponsored bizarrely wasteful projects. The economy crashed on their watch. They have been staunch allies in a concerted attack on the comprehensive plan. They've been arrogant and insulting to the general public. They're proposing that we solve the national recession by creating another housing bubble west of town. Given the large majorities that Ed and Sarah won in 2010, it looks like it might be easy. It won't be. The state is abandoning growth management and environmental protection. 3 Martin County commissioners will be able to change the comp plan without the traditional right to challenge those changes. The changes they make will potentially be worth many, many millions of dollars. Compare 1,000 acres of agriculturally designated land that might be getting $10,000 an acre in this market versus 1,000 acres of turnpike industrial commercial at $100,000 per acre. That's $90 million on the table right there. We're looking at proposed new expressway cities at I-95 and 714, at Harmony next to South Fork, and in the headwaters of the Waxahachie River. Martin County's next election will be the most expensive in history. PACs from all over the state will be running expensive television ads in Martin County and sending out colorful giant postcards promising jobs and blaming environmentalists for the housing crash. The great, sad irony of it all is that because we're still a very special place to live, because we are dramatically different from the rest of South Florida, because we have protected a natural environment that's hard to equal and impossible to put back once it's gone, there's a lot more money to be made in Martin County. Taking apart our comprehensive plan allows increases in density and intensity of land use that just aren't possible where they've already given away the store. Selling retirement in Martin County is a lot easier than selling it in the crowded Gold Coast further south. Until they have finished spoiling it, we will be a much more attractive place to live than most other Florida counties. That's why people come to Martin County. If you had a small business in Connecticut and a couple of children in high school and a desire to go fishing, would you move to Martin County or Broward or Orlando or St. Louis? Martin County will recover from the housing recession sooner than other Florida counties. We have a lower foreclosure rate, less empty homes, and lower unemployment than a lot of our neighbors. That is not to say that the housing boom will come rushing back, but it will come back sooner than in other areas. Developers that can get a vested land use change now and keep getting extensions on the development dates will be sitting on gold mines. That's why you need to become a community organizer. The speculators will always have more money to spend. Keeping our comp plan will keep a strong and sustainable economy for everywhere, but destroying it will provide irresistible multi-million-dollar windfalls for a lot of speculators. Our secret weapon is the people who live here. It's you. We need to set some overarching policies for ourselves to maintain our honesty and our sanity. Rule number one of being a community organizer is to always be honest. I've always loved Harry Truman's line, "Always do right. You will gratify a few and astonish the rest." We have a great advantage over the speculators with the citizens of Martin County. The citizens want their elected officials to do right. They want them to keep Martin County a good place to live. They want them to keep their promises. They don't like being lied to. The ways the bad guys win in Martin County are, number one, money. Number two, we put up two good guys in a race. They put up one bad guy. There's no runoff. The bad guy can't get over 50% of the vote, but he can get 34% of the vote and win because there's no runoff. And three, lie, distort, confuse, and attack. We can't match their money. We can raise enough for respectable campaigns. We've got to somehow get around the insanity of running against ourselves and destroying the chance of winning. I feel strongly that we ought to have primary runoffs, but that's not going to happen because the state decides, and the legislatures know that the developers have the advantage without a runoff. No one ever runs for office here saying they want to kill the comp plan or the St. Lucie River. They tell you they love them. They tell you they'll protect them. And then they sell out. Not evidence, sure.